Do 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 do. I think I'm live. Like I can hear the game for sure. Sure. Well, I'm gonna try and make sure. Where's oh there it is. That's not frog. There we go. Ability. What's my? Oh man, I keep getting lunch. Hello, Astra. How are you? World building is happening. Bound. Please stay. Like speed. Motoring. Ah, I got you. Weekend. Getting in on this at the last day. Yeah, this is the last day. I don't even remember where I am. I have been so it's been a combination of me being really busy at work and me just I get home so late that I'm just like I'm not gonna spend enough time streaming to feel good about streaming. Like coming on and like giving you a half an hour or like an hour and a half stream just isn't worth it. I feel like that's like a tease. So today it'll be about an hour. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, 12:43. We should be good for a good 2-ish, 2.5 hours. Um. Uh. Oh, do I? Oh, okay. Hold on. Do I have any stored? Oh, I do. Okay. Don't need you. Need you. Don't need you. You're all under level. Ooh. What need you? Go recycle them. Yeah. So lately when I've been getting home, if it's been late enough, I don't feel like I'm gonna get good. I'm gonna get enough time to stream. Like if I don't feel like I'm gonna give enough time to the stream, I just been working on a project, which is I'm in the middle of writing a book. And I don't mean that I'm like, oh, like I'm getting very close to 20,000 words so far, which is about I'm 9 chapters in fully. Whee! Oh, toilet paper, toilet paper, toilet paper. Ooh. So I'm in the middle of like a full on actual like a sci-fi novel. And I know it sounds weird, but it's like I literally actually know how to write things. Oh, what was? Oh, I didn't even know there'd be a scavenger over here. Anyways, because I used to do script writing and stuff in. Oh, I had a dream where they added a new with all the got you if they hit you. That would be just awful. Yeah, how about you? Uh, ooh, cool. Thank you. Oh, I could have used Impact too. Nice, awesome. Thank you. Oh, I should probably check to see if I actually can do. Also, where's my camp? Oh, there. Oh, there's my survival tent. Where's my camp? Oh, my camp's all. I don't like where that camp is. I need to put a new camp. I need to put a new spot. Camp. Safe. I don't. Oh yeah, I need to go station project. Then go do it. That's right. Event back on the beat. Like I want to worry about any events. I just want to go get this. Wait, what is? Oh, attached souls transmitter. Gotcha. What are my daily? Craft to scrap a ranged weapon 5 times. Collect a fuel tank or gas canister. Think I complete an event. Cripple a Mirelurk's limbs. Not gonna happen. Kill insects. Maybe scrap junk to produce antiseptic. Take a camera picture of a gulper. Not gonna happen. Let me reroll you. Wait, hold on. Weekly complete craft energy ammo. I'm just gonna do whatever I want to do, and if it completes dailies, good on me. If they don't, then it is what it is. I can't believe I forgot to do something with forgot to do something over here. I thought I got it all taken care of. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. It's behind it in all the tents and stuff. That's right, in the little science tent area. Of course, it's gonna be all repopulated. Uh, oh. Ah! Gotcha. Okay. Anyways, back to creeping. I'm better than creeping. Gotta creep, creep, creep. Uh-oh. I didn't think you were gonna be standing there. You back up. I get to the backside of this place. Right in the butt. I got him in the butt. Okay, got him in the hand or wherever. Ah, there we go. That works. Right. Ooh, military grade circuit board. Love that. We got that. A lot of things. Ooh, a toothbrush. Like how it doesn't let me pick up the actual robot parts. You a medbot? Ponder. Hmm. Pickaxe. Uh, okay. 5 weapons. There you go. By repair. Let's see what we got. I can't remember what we got over. Got available for my marksman. This is what. Oh yeah, I don't have gun. Right, I need. I want something. I definitely want just silencer. That would be nice. Bean. Fridge. Cooking stove for cooking things. Well, Miguel's term. Safe control. Disengage lock. Where's safe? Oh, it must be upstairs. Is there upstairs? Oh, there is an upstairs. Actually, I don't know where the safe. Oh, there it is. Cooking space. I have that. $10mm submachine. Oh, recipe. There you go. All right, I'll learn. Under training terminal. Okay. Yeah, sounds fun. Radio. More guns. Baseball cap. Coffee. Razor grain. What? Empty. It is. Get a right leg. Your advanced training. Learn to camp. Learn to camp. I'm so excited for camping. Hater. Hater. No. I'm going the wrong direction. What I am learning. Oop. Yep, right up there. There it is. Do 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 do. That stuff, stuff, and then apparently I found something. Said, woohoo! Take that. Ounce of prevention, yeah. Get the inoculation taken care of. Biggie. Good. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, I have that thing where I can't stay irradiated, so I don't care if I walk through some radiations. A drink health or next step, go all the way down to here. Is no reason for me to back up here again, I'm pretty sure. Go to my survival. I can get the junkyard and then like one time. Yes. Grabbing anything. I know I have a yeah that. Oh, I still have a amp. Right. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Well, on the way. What is this? Is it fast not? I can't do this. Find the next journal in Sutton. You can go there. I might put up my camp somewhere. For now. I find a good place to put my camp, I'll put it down. 'Cause why not? I doubt I will, though. If I do, this you guys up to? Okay. I don't know what y'all are doing, but okay. Cool, have fun. Do it? No, I'm good. I'm not that. How close am I? Okay, yeah. So I can avoid as not. What's everybody doing? No, I haven't been live much. As I was saying earlier, I've just work, lots and lots of work. I've been working like 6 days a week the last couple of weeks. Getting home late on top of that, and if I get home too late, then if either I just don't feel good, or a lot of times it'll be more of just like I don't think I'm gonna be able to stream long enough to make it feel worthwhile for me or for you. So, Amber Lily. Oh, crap. Oh, expecting iBots. I'm not here to actually steal anything. Uh-oh. Oh, you bastards. God, there's a lot of you guys. You. Works for. Alright. Keep going this direction. The tape, I guess it is, or what? That. Yeah, so I get home, and if I don't feel like I'm gonna have enough time to actually like do enough streaming to make it feel worthwhile for you guys, I just don't like streaming for like an hour and then going or whatnot. And then I've had to do a bunch of stuff when I got up in the morning, so I've been trying to go to sleep earlier, whatnot. Altogether, I just haven't been streaming, and then sometimes I've been wanting to work on a project that I've been working on, so I'll stream also writing a full-on book, just straight up novel. And I've been trying to figure out one how to even like say that, because it's one of those things like I've been working on it, but it's not like I've ever done it before. I'm over 16,000 words into the book, which I don't know if that's not, to me it sounds both like a lot and not like a lot at the same time. Um, but it's roughly about over an hour's worth of reading. That has been nope. Hey, they're about to come out of the ground at me. Yeah. So, which is it's roughly like a tenth way done. I've wrote a lot, over 9 chapters. I wrote, and it's just barely scratching the surface of what all I plan on writing for the book, and it's more likely going to be a series. But I didn't know. I was trying to figure out how to really approach the subject of saying that too. That like that's what I'm doing. I'm writing a book. Um, it's sci-fi. It's what's called a lit RPG style book, which means literature RPG. So it's got video game style essence to it. Which I don't know if you guys would like that or not. Not really worried about it. I'm writing it mainly for me, but also obviously it'll be a book that I plan on actually having out at some point. Which is actually something that I'm thinking about too. Is that I'm going to put it on my Patreon. Actually, I'll do that probably tonight. I'll start doing that. What I'm gonna do is like I said, I have 9 full chapters wrote, and by wrote I mean like the first rough draft version of them are wrote. I'm going to rewrite. So the way I'm doing it, the structure of the way I'm writing the book right now is that I'm writing out the majority of the actual story, bare bones story. The main essence of the story is being fully wrote out, and then after I've done that, I will go back through and write it a second, or like redo it by fleshing out more of the wordage stuff, like more of the descriptions and like fleshing out like the description of where they're at and stuff. But like the main story itself, you'll be able to get out of the first reading, the first like reading or whatever you want to call it. Is there a wood pile outside? Oh, it's a wood pile outside, and I'm able to get it from the inside. That's weird. Anyways, yeah. So you'll be able to like you would know the story from the first reading of it, but then you'll get more of the story second, once I read, if that makes any sense. Marksman, ooh, don't need you keep that stuff. Anyways, yeah. So I'll be posting it up on the Patreon. If you follow the Patreon for free, you'll be able to read the first 5. If you're one of my $1 peeps, you'll be able to get chapters 6 and 7, and then the $5 ones will be getting the chapters 8 and 9, and then as I write them, I'll bump them each time. So if you want to wait longer for them, that's cool. If you want to help support me writing it, like if you read the first 5 chapters and you like it and you want to read more, or if you want to just help get it along quicker, that would be the way. But you don't have to, obviously. The whole thing will become available time anyways. I don't need a Tinker's Workbench. So that is the big announcement. I am writing a book. If you guys have any questions, ask. I'll tell you everything I can tell you. If there's parts of it that I don't want people, like I don't want to spoil anything about it or whatnot, then I won't. But most questions I'll probably answer. And yeah, I don't know if anyone ever thought that would be a thing that I would be doing, but it is. And if you think it's weird, I majored in theater production and design, and one of my main things was script writing and script and playwright and storytelling. So technically, it falls in my wheelhouse, just not what you would expect if you only know me as a streamer and don't know my actual education. I feel like that would be way out of left field if you didn't know that. But there you go. Now you do. Now you guys know that's what I'm doing. And yeah. The rank 12 achieved. Don't remember what's in rank 12. Oh, is this... Wait, is this rank 12? Hey, cool. 200 free items? Yes, please. Leather quiver backpack. Does sound cool. Arrowhead flare, just on the backpack. Stabbed weaponry arrow. Archer shooting target. Definitely want that. Stack of ammo ballistic. Forest combat for 40. I'll just take it because it's for 5. I don't care about that. Packing for the trail poster or stabbed. Oh, I only have 10 arrows. I mean, 10 tickets. So. Okay. Ooh, 200 more. Okay, I was gonna say I got 200 more atoms. Up. What's going on, everybody? Some of you guys didn't hear the announcements, but I'm not gonna repeat myself unless. Bundles. Are there any bundles I can buy for $500? Doesn't seem like it. I don't think that it's all camp stuff. That any good camp stuff. 4-poster bed actually does look. Yeah, I want. I'll say I kind of do want the 4-poster bed. Is there anything for 150 that I would want? Oh, hide owned. Camo turret set. No. 250. I'm looking for something for 150. That's a no. Yeah, that's a no. Yeah, okay. Works for me. Anyways. Oh, yeah, I gotta listen to holotape. That's the overseer's house there. I'll go up to her house, so I'm not gonna go in there yet. Yeah. I think the worst situation would be being in a vault that you knew was gonna open 25 years. Because that means not only do you know that apocalypse happened and you survived, but now you're gonna go back out at some. I don't know. I don't think I would want that. I think I would prefer be in a situation where I'm not gonna have to go back out. I can break armor too. No. made notes. Combat right. Toilet paper, toilet paper. Please don't stab other customers. Awesome. Garage door, harness, lead line. I'm buying. Warehouse building. That back door. I go with the that. Do 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 do. Let's keep moving. Oh, I do in my stash box. Hold on. I'm not wearing 5 pieces of armor, am I? What am I doing? Hold on. That's not what... Oh, I'm not. Oh, that's right leg. I have a right leg. I'm not wearing a left arm. I got a left arm piece of armor that I can put on, and I don't have. I bet you it was a legendary that I sold on accident. I'm dumb like that. Hey, it happens. It happens. Oh, that's a raider. Didn't see me. Dead. Do you have any friends? Nope. You're just a genuine raider scum all out by yourself. It's like they knew. Like they knew I didn't have one. So they just like got this guy out here. Heavy leather right that arm. And study, yeah. Cool. That works for me. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm in an outfit that would stop you from Debs. Oh. Oh, you're on YouTube. 360. I'm not gonna 360 no scope. You know that. You know I ain't that good. How are you? Well, I made the announcement about the book. Ow. Oh. Ah, shit, I missed. Ah. Oh God, this guy. Oh God. Oh, You're a wretch with a wrench. A wretch with a wrench. Yeah, I'm gonna. I've decided I'm gonna put it on the Patreon. Um. Oh shit! Who is shooting at me? I put it up on the Patreon. Most people, the first 5 chapters, anyone will be able to read. If you just follow the Patreon. I don't. I just. I've always been. I've always wanted to write a book, and I've always told myself that I could write a book, but I never like really had a legitimately good idea to start writing with. And then like I started writing finally, but the book that I started writing, I was uh it didn't like I started writing one book and I got a bit of a ways into it, but then I introduced a new character in the book, and the new character that I introduced into this first story that I was telling was not the main character, but once I started really fleshing them out in the writing and stuff, I realized that one, they should be the main character, and two, that I was telling the wrong story completely. So I had like 3 or 4 thousand words that like 3 or 4 chapters in, and I just pitched it. Gone. Like 3,000 plus words. I deleted all of them and started writing a new story. Um, the right story, as I like to, as I'm calling it now, and I that 3,000 words I wrote over like 5 days, 6 days. So I averaged like 500 words a day. The news story I started writing that same day after I deleted that 3,000, and I wrote like 2,500 words straight. And almost wrote as many words as I had deleted, which I felt was a good sign. Um, and so once I did that, I realized what story I really needed to be telling. Oh, this isn't where I like build my house. Damn, I want that spot that I can't remember where it is. That spot where I used to build my houses all the time. Anyways, oh look at all this soap. This guy went and stole all the soap and then died. But yeah. So I've given up. If I had to scrap the first time, I have like no patience. Well, that's the thing though. It's like, but if you talk to a lot of people, that's how a lot of writers and stuff go. Not necessarily like, oh, I just scrapped an entire project I was working on, but like they plan on working on one thing and then they end up changing it and working on something else just because something else hit them. I mean, I probably could have kept that, and I probably will. To new writers, I'm not. I'm not someone to give advice to. I'm not to give advice from. I'm not. I'm not even a writer yet. Not a writer yet. Try and classify me as that. Let me finish this book and actually like release it in some capacity, and then you can tell me that I'm. But as of right now, I'm just someone who thinks they have an idea. Um, but no, like yeah, like so many people, I probably will. I mean, I'll store that idea. I might use it at a different time because the book that I'm writing now, obviously, is one that I think can be a series of books, which is even more ambitious than should probably be than I should be at right now. But it is what it is. Um, but during that series, there'd probably be a time when I would take a break and like I'm thinking about long term what actual writers do, and that would be one of them is like you take you take a break from your main series or whatnot, and you write like one off. And the ideas that I had from that, I can probably turn into a one-off book. It'll just be like a self-contained story to itself, and a oh wow. Uh, what did I just walk into? That's a nest of some sort, and I don't know. Oh, hello. Ah, ah. God, there's so many of you guys out of nowhere. I didn't. You guys were all out here. Oh, I shot you in the leg and crippled you guys. I love the fact that I don't need Radaway because I have this. I have the absolute best mutation possible because this mutation heals my radiation, where any other mutations that I get, I'll never lose because there's no point in me using Radaway or any of the things that would cause me to lose my mutation. As long as I don't walk through like a Radaway shower thing at somebody's base, which anyone who has one of those at their base is just a dick. So I have the best I have the best mutation in the aspect of it stops me from having to ever get any mutation. Period. Hearing dogs. Oh, this is actually a pretty dope place to build a house. It's still not the location that I like to build my. Where am I? Where am I going? Oh, there. I meant to go that way first. Oh well. Eh, junkyard is down here. Yeah. What up, Toxic? How you doing, man? You missed it. I was talking about my secret project announcement. I'm writing a book. I I feel like every time I say that, it just sounds dumb, but it is true. I am writing a book. Um, I'm about a tenth of the way through it, which is about where I wanted to get to before I started telling other people about it. And if you're not following my Patreon, you should be. I don't remember if I have that. Pros won't be able to hear you. Oh my god. Of course. Oh my god. Of course. Anyways, hold on. Oh, first of all, do I even have? I do not. I do not have mixed. One second. Let me get mixed it up. I love that. Oh, hey, Toxic. Here's this thing that I'm announcing. I probably can't hear you because. Oh, while I wait for Mix It Up bot, come back. Oh, hey, look, a scavenger guy. Honestly, such a badass thing to have on your right. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, no, I need first. Oh yeah, yeah, that's Patreon. At trigger. Hey, Dabs with the sub. And did my notification decide to go through? Well, that's cool. Dabs, thank you for the resub. For someone to write a whole book. I know, right? Trust me, I'm realizing that. Free. Hold on. I need to change again, but that's. I'll change this. Need be. Alright, save. Anyways, if you guys want to check it out, now this works. And boop. Yeah, hey guys, I'm writing a book. I haven't posted the book yet. So, like I said, in case you guys are wondering, so like I said, right now I'm just writing bare bones. I'm writing the story itself. Oh, it's this guy, Trader Punk. Yeah, 50 cabs a day. Okay. Yeah, cool. Yep. Ah, man, I'm a sneaky fool. Okay. Anyway. Yep. So yeah, so go join the Patreon for free if you guys haven't yet. It is free. You don't have to sign up for either the for the 1 or the 5. If you, but I will say this: these are things that I am doing just because it's fun, and I feel like if you guys want to, can. But $1 you'll get 2 more chapters closer to where I'm actually at in the book. $5 Patreon, you will get all the you'll get the most recent chapter. You know, I make it fun, you know. You know. And then $10. I'm trying to decide if I should just even do that. Like I think just 1 and 5 is good, but I was like, oh, 10. I don't even know. I don't even know if there's anything you get in the book. Would that be a good one? Would that be good? You think anyone would like that? Like, get your name in the book. I don't know. It's a dumb thing. Me working on it is all I'm thinking about. It's like 1 and 5. Uh, but yeah. So, but yeah, if I'm not streaming for the night, if I say that I'm not, well, if you don't see me streaming that night, I'm probably working on that instead. I guess it could be like a sponsor type of thing. Could be cool. I know. That's why I'm like, I don't know if I would do anything like that. I got the 1 and the 5 already. And so I figured it would just be added benefits for being a 1 or a 5. I don't know what else, what other options there would be. I don't want to, yeah. 50 and up. Like $50, you become an NPC. I'll rename Marco after you. Marco is a character in the book. But yeah, you become a memorable character. No, how about this? $10 Patreon. Well, that's the problem though, is that oh, Wild Mongrels, and I don't know what this guy. Oh, that's a Mr. Walker. Oh, is he? Oh, he's a dog walker. He's a Mr. Handy that's a dog walker. So he's now walking all these evil dogs. Are they stuck to him, or can they attack me? Okay, they can attack me. They can attack me. What? They are evil dogs. They are evil. Where's he going? I will not apologize for protecting myself. Mr. Walker, where are you going? They were minding their evil. Okay, Mr. Now, if I shot Mr. Walker, that would have been evil. Food and drink. I feel like I should eat something. Squirrel on a stick sounds good. Salisbury steak sounds good. Purified water sounds good. Fermentation seafood. That sounds delicious. Do I have some bubble gum? Always got a little bit. Maybe I don't. No gum today. Alright, cool. Oh wow, he got far quick. Oh, I leveled up. That's right. Yeah. Am I maxed out on Pack Rat? I am. I'm back. Okay, back. Let's go to intelligence and start working on my gun. Or gunsmith. Hiding evil. That's just a funny thing to say. Hiding their evil. Yeah. Oh, rifleman. I'm still working on rifleman. Well, I need the gun nut to level 2 anyway. So I can upgrade my stuff better. Is he just gonna float around the dead dogs now because they're not listening to him? That's funny. Oh yeah, the power place. That's an event I should be doing at some point. Anyways, let's go find the junkyard. Discover the junkyard. I need to go put a house or survival tent or something down. Survival tent. Probably good. No, I should put my actual base down. The survival tent can stay where it is. Uh-oh. Oh, really? Where you want to do this, bud? Look, I'm going to give you 2 seconds. Right in the hip. You're shooting me a lot, and I'm not taking much damage, which tells me you're not very strong. Okay, you have a combat... Wait, did that say combat sniper rifle? This is a combat rifle, isn't it? Okay, yeah, combat. Yeah, cool. I'll try it out. It is technically a higher caliber bullet. Decent scope. Uh, huh? Any more dogs? Yep, more dogs. Your head up. Put your head up. Thank you. Yeah, clear out all the dogs in here. That one. Oh, you're the big mamma jamma. Big mamma jamma. Oh, oh, pipe rifle. Baseball bat. 38 ammo. Yeah, because that's what everybody needs. 38 ammo. Woo. Fisherman's cap. Ooh. Wants to see me go fishing. I'm just kidding. Imagine. That's just all I do. Yes. Okay, 25 caps. Do 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 do. We'll rewrite history, Dr. Elsa. Woo! I got new stuff. Oh, I can just. Dude. Oh, I need actual ammo to make a stack of ammo. I went fishing on it. I ended up loving it. Oh, yeah. Fishing's not bad. I love this. I mean, who doesn't want. I'm just gonna put it down. Just. Anyways, resources here. Oh wait. Oh what? Oh, Suckham Joe's coffee machine produces canned coffee over time. Oh, I don't own it. Okay. Um, copper somewhere. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna get that one there. Then there's the junk extractor one, which is the most important thing here. Because there's 3 junk spots here. So, third one over here. You're glad you didn't catch anything? Like, you're glad you didn't catch any fish, or you're glad you didn't, like, catch any? Oh, there we are. Okay. Then I gotta put one of these guys down. He can collect junk, too. Also, ammo. one that I can put down. Hello, bug. I know you're still chasing me. Hold on. Yep. Kill insects 5 of 5. Got it done. How about that? Fish, I wouldn't have been too scared to touch it. Oh, I would have been too scared to touch. Okay. What's this? Oh, apothecary. I can build these. I can build 13. Okay. Oh, defenses. Turrets. Now I need you. Together and then attach them to this. This. You need 10 and you need 10. Okay, so that's 20. 2 of these guys together. 2 more of these guys. There we go. Okay, what am I? Defend against the robots. But we have a robot. Robots to do, wasn't there? Oops, they're all over that way, aren't they? They're not hard to fight. They're robots. Mr. Handy's I gotta fight? Oh, that's first wave of robots. Wonder where the second wave is. Probably coming from this direction over here. Ah, I bought. Give it away. You gave away the game. I hear that come. There. Now you can't shoot me. That's my favorite thing to do with Protectrons. Take away their hands. Oh, there goes that one. He couldn't. Shoot off their hands and they can't shoot you anymore, and then they don't know what to do with themselves. That one's gonna blow up or just die. Same thing over here with these guys. And gone. Hand gone. Other hand gone. Hand gone. Hand gone. And when they have both their hands gone, then they just blow up. Like that. Yeah, he's losing his ability to not blow up too. Yeah, there's another one gone. There's another one gone. There we go. Got him. They're some of my favorite enemies to fight just because they're so stupid in the way they function. It's actually quite funny. Notes. Yeah, I don't land. I am tired. Water already. Got me some junk. What else? Oh, yeah. A couple of generators next to this collector. Remember when I used to optimize getting purified water? I'd sit there and I'd put and I used to put water pumps everywhere I could. Everywhere. It's actually kind of funny to me. Okay, I was gonna say, why can't find me some junk down there? I also need to get out crafting benches to yeah, crafting. Not you. I love that. I just the fact that I spent money on the Vault-Tec one of that, just so I can have the Vault-Tec version of both. I don't know. Shouldn't have really done it, but why not? Anyways, I don't need you. You can be scrapped. Scrap. Okay, so it is this then. Scrap. Scrap. Got nothing for this. Oh, upgrade. I could change it to a standard receipt. Would up the damage. Boy, I had break 3 and gunsmith. Could do it. Listen to every book. Yes, all 6 of them. Yeah, there is more coming out, but as far as the ones that listen, I do Audible. I can't. I don't have time to read. But yes, I've listened to all of them twice. at least. Some of them 3 times. But yeah. Really didn't expect to like it this. It's very good series. It's a very good series, and you haven't even gotten to the best characters yet. You're still at the beginning. You will like book 2 because it's the third floor, and the third floor is. Oh wow, yeah. The third. Oh yeah, you haven't even got. Oh, have you even gotten to the second floor yet? That's not like a big surprise. They put 2 floors in the first book. Yeah, that's I always forget about that. Book 1 doesn't even have subclass or race selection. That's book 2. He does his race and class picks. So yeah, you haven't touched hardly anything. Get Princess merch. No, that does exist. There is there's so much Princess there's so much Princess Donut merch, like real merch that actually exists in the game. I mean, it exists in the world. One of her fan club, her unofficial fan club, called the Donut Holes. Her official fan club is the Princess Posse. I need to get rid of the TikTok thing. Can't do any TikTok. It doesn't stream on there for some. Ah. Yeah, I don't know why either. Like I did it for a week and I did like the things that it wanted you to do in order to be able to use it again. Like you got to stream for a certain amount of time, and stuff like that, and I did. Just like platform members, whatever. I think it's because it didn't blow up and get like a million views, or I don't know. They're ridiculous with that crap. They're like, yeah, we wanted you to be famous already, but I've been like looking at TikTok. TikTok is like TikTok is one of the worst platforms for like monetization option. Like trying to like if be like TikTok's one of those platforms where you have to just happy that you get to make stuff, like get to make content. That's it. You're not allowed to hope that you're gonna make a million followers and actually like make any kind of money off the platform. Because their monetization option is absolute. They essentially are like, well, you get famous on the platform. There you go. That's your pay. That people know who you are. And it's like, no, 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 no. I'm one of the reasons why people are using your platform and you're making money. So I should be sharing it. Of course, I'm also someone who still believes that there shouldn't be a there shouldn't be a qualification getting a portion of your ad revenue on YouTube. Like my videos and my streams and stuff, if you go back and watch, or if you don't have YouTube Prime or what, YouTube Premium or whatever, they can still play ads on them, and they can still get money from those ads being played on them as often as they want. And I don't see any of that because I don't have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 view hours in a year, or whatever the hell it is. Which, I mean, granted, yeah, 4,000 hours is not that big of an ass. Get it? But the point is some people, they're just not gonna see that because they don't release content enough to really build that up. So I don't know. Also, another weird thing about me lately, and I haven't actually been able to talk about this because I haven't streamed since I started doing it, but I've been in a huge FNAF like theory lore kind of thing. Like again, like I just randomly one day got a kick to just listen to all of like the game theory FNAF. The Five Nights at Freddy's, for those who don't know what FNAF is. But like I just got into a weird kick of just like listening to all the Five Nights at Freddy's theories and stuff. And yeah, that's been fun. And then I come to realize I just like listening to MatPat too. Is part of it about FNAF, but never gotten. Okay, so FNAF is awesome because it's so like the lore is so confusing. Because the guy who made it, so Scott Cawthon made FNAF, and he was like an aspiring game designer for the longest time. He made so many games, and like no one ever liked him, really, unfortunately, until like he made this one game. It was like a Chipper and Family Lumber Company or something like that, and it didn't do well either. But like one of the people who did play it, they played it and they reviewed it on YouTube by playing it. And one of their like big constructive criticism kind of things for the book for the game was that like the characters looked like creepy animatronics, and that kind of made the game a little like turned him off from the game a little bit. So Scott, in his infinite wisdom, instead again, peeved that was somebody's like honest opinion of his game, decided, okay, well, the next game I make will literally just be about creepy, scary animatronics. And so he made a game, and it was like his last hoorah attempt at making a video game, like getting into the space. So he makes it, and it's a hit. A couple people play it; they really like it. Some YouTube gamer, like some lower level YouTube gamers, play it; they like it. And then the thing that did it, like the number one thing that really did, honestly, more than anything else, was that Yamimash, who is not really that big of a YouTuber anymore, but he was a decent sized gaming channel back in the day. He suggested to Markiplier that he should try the game out, and Mark played, and it was like a culmination of perfect events. Much about Markiplier, but he made it huge. Yes, it made him huge. He made it huge. It was like a symbiotic relationship. One fed into the other. Like Mark was already doing pretty good. Like he had like a couple million, I think, or something like that. But he played that game, and it was like the perfect mashup of things. Like it did wonders for him. He did wonders for it, kind of situation. And Oh yeah, yeah. Mark's super good guy. He is definitely one of those people that is just an inspiring SOB. Um, hold on. I gotta get. Nope, that's not gonna be it. That's not gonna be it. Pillows won't be it. Nope. 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 Stories. Nope. Okay. Only has one. Okay. What? That doesn't even make sense. Okay. No, so that means S or E. One of those isn't right. Okay. So what about green? There. Okay. Anyways. So yeah. So he's a really good guy. He's like just really really good person. Anyways, so the game itself though, so the game is about you are a security guard. The first game is you're a security guard at this old it looks ran down, and that's the thing that people haven't decided, like the fan base can't even agree on whether or not the first ever game, the first game that you play as a security guard, if the location that you are a security guard at is still a functioning restaurant or if it is a closed restaurant and they hired a security guard because they just need somebody to look after the place because people are breaking into it and all that. So, oh look, a nurse. Hello, nurse. So they can't even agree on that much. But anyways, so you were at this you're at this old restaurant that's basically an old it's basically like a Chuck E. Cheese. It's called Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria or pizza place or something like that. But it's Freddy Fazbear's. So Five Nights at Freddy's because you're at Freddy's. You play a security guard who works there. The main gameplay is you work there for 5 days, but you work there overnight, and apparently at night the animatronics, the Chuck E. Cheese esque animatronics, are put into what is called wandering mode because if they can't wander around at night, their electronics will freeze up and cause a bunch of damage. Very good. Markiplier even beat the extra night before it was patched. It will, yes. Yeah, he did that. Then in what was it? Then in Security Breach, when security or not Security Breach, no, Sister Location came out. GT Live Game Theorist Matt, Pat, and Steph, they beat the Springlock suit level. They beat that before Scott patched it because it apparently was way too difficult also, and he needed to nerf it. Ruined so much trips. The girl that did that. Yeah, I know. That's my thing. And most of the time, I give the benefit of the doubt to um the streamers that seem like or like to the creators that seem like they deserve it. Obviously not everybody, but there's certain people where it's like I've been watching you for a very long time. This does not seem at all in your wheelhouse to be something like that. So unless like straight up actual give me super receipts and I'll believe you. Um, but yeah, anyways, but yeah, so in the first Five Nights at Freddy's, you are a security guard. You you are basically watching the place overnight, and these animatronics are allowed to walk around. The kicker though is that they if they catch you, they believe that you are a endoskeleton outside of your suit, and they will try to forcibly shove you into them. Or that's what the claim is by Phone Guy. Essentially, they will kill you if they catch you. So your entire task for the night is to watch the cameras and see where they're going. Yeah, in a costume full of mechanics or stuff and exoskeleton. Yeah, exactly. Point is, they will kill you if they catch you. So your whole thing though is like you can only sit in place. You don't move about the pizzeria in like the first in the first 3 games you don't move at all. You just sit in one place. In the fourth game you can move a little, and then blah blah blah. But anyways, in the first game you're just watching cameras and 2 doors. You have buttons to close the doors and lights to illuminate outside the door. So if they show up, you gotta shut the door. They'll leave the door alone and go wander somewhere else. But you have to watch the cameras to make sure they don't come after you. Blah blah blah. Um, uh, trying to trying to explain this, and I'm doing a terrible job at it because it's 5 minutes of hard to explain well. Because it's an insane game. But yeah, it's one of the best horror games of like all time because it is it is a great game, great horror game. I can't play it. It literally is a game that I am physically incapable of actually beating because of the fact that I have a severe anxiety condition, and I will literally have a panic attack anticipating. My anxiety is an anticipation thing, like sitting there anticipating, waiting for them to jump scare me, knowing it's gonna happen or probably gonna happen, but it isn't actually happening, will literally trigger a panic attack for me. So I cannot actually. I've gotten through 2. I can't make it through the third night without potentially triggering a panic attack. So it's like there. It's literally a game that I physically should not. But it's so good to watch. It's so good to watch, and I am lucky enough that like watching other people doesn't trigger it. Um, Luckily. Oh look, I can just. I'm just gonna put my house on the side of the road. Oh what? I'm putting a piece of my roof. Or oh no, I took this. Where's my? It was part of my roof. Nope, nope, that's it. I can watch scary movies all day, but games don't. So that's my thing too. Is I can watch scary movies and stuff. It's what it is the anticipation of me needing to act on something is what causes the panic attack. That's what causes it. It has not. Oh, I could put this wall right here. I'm not even about that or hatch. Oh, what in the hell? Why are you telling me I can't put this down? Can you go ahead and kill this guy for me? Hey, now you're gonna. What? I just shot. I just killed him. Oh, what in the hell? That was weird. That was weird. All right. Anyway. Yeah, I can watch scary movies all day long. Can't do the can't do games. That causes just a thing for me, and it sucks. I feel like this is a trailer. Put a trailer on the side of the road. I'm just glad it works. Cruise. It's all right. Fucking punch card. Not worrying about that. Oh, what are you? Oh, spiked bear. Oh, it's a spiked barricade. I thought it was something. Encampment gate. White picket fence. I think this is one. Oh no, I can't. F you. Uh, oh yeah, that's because I already have. I don't know how many of these I got stored. Oh, I got 6 of these stored. Holy, I got 3 of these stored. Oh, that's why I have 6. 3. You. Yeah, fantastic game. All the theories and stuff is insane. Because like the whole premise of the whole of the game series and stuff. So anyways, the first game is just that. You're a security guard, you guys survive at least the 5 nights, but you can survive up to 7 nights, and there's like lore behind it, but there wasn't a lot of lore. He made the game because he was like, this is my last, you know, last ditch effort. I'm gonna throw this out there, see what happens. And what happened was, but he loved the shit out of it, and we're like, hey, make more. And then he was like, oh well, fuck, okay. And he had like established like a tiny bit of lore in the game, but it wasn't anything major because again, he wasn't even sure if he was gonna anyone was gonna like this game. But there's so much great reception of the game that he made a second game in like 6 months or something like that. Dropped that game. Everyone loved the shit out of that game. Made a third game within like a year. Everybody loved it. Fourth game within a year. Like he was dropping games left and right. And the funny thing was is like um again like another like everything lining up perfectly. It not only did FNAF help like make Mark's channel grow way faster than it probably would have normally. I mean, granted, Markiplier's channel was gonna grow no matter what. I mean, he was a great YouTuber, all that stuff, but it helped him grow really even faster. Same thing happened with Game Theory. Um, what it's even funnier from watching everything is that the only reason that Matt Pack covered it on Game Theory was because he put out a Twitter poll and he asked what game to cover, and he was originally going to do Slenderman, but everybody in his audience was like, no, 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 you have to do Five Nights at Freddy's. So he did a Five Nights at Freddy's episode way off the mark. He tried to do like a lore what happens Five Nights at Freddy's. It was way off the mark. He was completely wrong. He knows it. Everybody knows it. But it went crazy. And then the second game dropped, and so he worked out more lore for the second game and then the third game, and he's got 69 or 96 game theory episodes on Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's itself as a franchise, this last ditch effort game that he threw out there, it is now, what was it? It was Five Nights at Freddy's 1, 2, 3, 4, the final chapter. Then there was Five Nights at Freddy's 5 called Sister Location. Then there was Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Simulator, which was Five Nights at Freddy's 6. Then there was Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night, which was the 7th game. After that, you got Five Nights at Freddy's VR called Help Wanted. Then we had a Five Nights at Freddy's AR game, augmented reality game for your phone, where you could order where it was like you could order animatronics to come to your house. Like you could order a personal animatronic to come to your house. There's been a VR Help Wanted 2 game. There's also Security Breach, which was like a full-on triple A um uh Five Nights at Freddy's game that happens in what's called the Megaplex. Um, then there's the DLC to it called Ruin, which had like a bunch of implications to it. On top of that, he had a book series that came out first called the Silver Eyes book series, and it was Silver Eyes, the Twisted Ones, and the fourth door, which was a 3-book series. Then he had a 12-book series that was like a Goosebumps esque book series. It was the 12 Fazbear Fright books. There's 12 of them. They each featured 3 short stories and then an epilogue story in the book. And it was like different stories that happened in the Fazbear universe. Wasn't necessarily canon with the games directly, but there was supposed to be story parallel in the books that could tie to the games in different ways. And then after that book series, there was a 3rd book series that I believe is still ongoing, and it's Stories of the Megaplex or something like that. The Pizzaplex. Stories of the Pizzaplex. And it's another short story series kind of situation going on. I think there's like 9 books of that so far. On top of that, I'm trying to think lore wise, have you read the books? I have not yet. I plan on it at some point, but I haven't yet. But like I just said, there's like 40 books. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Actually, hold on. And there's the movie, Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which had Josh Hutcherson and Matthew Lillard in it. All the books. 4 books box set. There's like 12 of these books. Love Josh. Yeah, right. He's PETA. You gotta love PETA, right? What? Oh yeah, there's also the Ultimate Guide, Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Guide. There is the Five Nights at Freddy's Security Guard Handbook, which is like this like kids coloring kids activity book that actually has like a whole bunch of lore in it. And then there is what was the other one? There's the coloring book, which didn't have any lore implications to it, but it's still a coloring book that's out there too. Tons of plushies and Funko Pops and all that stuff. Uh, how many? How many FNAF books? All the Five Nights at Freddy's books in order. All right, so here we go. So there's 11 Fazbear Fright books. There's plus another there's 2 Fazbear Fright's graphic novels, and there's 7 Tales from the Pizzaplex, plus another 3 graphic novel collections. The graphic novels for the 3-book series. There are guidebooks. There's the Freddy Files, the Survival Logbook, the Security Breach Files, the Ultimate Guide, and then the Official Character Encyclopedia. Are all things tied to this one IP. And all of them have lore implications and all this other stuff. And there's a bunch of lore, and it's not all like the craziest part about it is there is no like agreed upon lore. Like there's a lot of stuff that we know that is true, but like the specifics are unknown. So what it boils down to, the actual game, like the actual lore of the series, right? But that's what's so fun about it, is like you can theorize all these theories and technically nobody's wrong. because there is so many different options. Where's my purified? I thought I had purified water. Oh, I turned it all into stim packs. That's right. Okay, well, I can go get more. It's running. So, wait, what? You're running. How have you not got? Okay, you have water. You have water. You haven't gotten. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, there's just so much lore that you can like make up your own decisions on what is and isn't like the right lore, essentially. Um, but like, so what it boils down to in the first game, you learn that these animatronics are there, that these kids went missing around or in the pizza place, and they never found. There was someone they found out who did it, and they were arrested, but they never found the kids or their bodies. In the second game, you learn that someone was using an old animatronic um, character suit to lure these kids in, and was then killing them. But you don't know if the kids that they're talking about in the first game are the same kids that they're talking about in the second game. All we do know in the second game is that it is a prequel to the first game, and that the first game takes place in what is, some people believe 1993, some people believe 1992. I actually was watching one person who, a lot of their stuff I didn't like, just the way that they were so dismissive of other people in the theory base, in the theorem universe, so dismissive and like just rude about the way they were talking about stuff. Didn't like. But one thing I did like was the fact that they looked it up, and in 1992, which is around the time that the amount of money that you got paid for your 5 days would make sense for like minimum wage, or maybe getting paid a little bit more than minimum wage because you're working security overnight somewhere. But 1992 lines up because your payday, which is, I think it was like November 12th, falls on a Thursday, which is the usual day that a lot of people get paid. So that lines up better. So I do like the 1992 versus 1993 theory. But in the first game, you learn about the fact that the old pizzeria got shut down. The old pizza place got shut down because one of the animatronics bit a kid, and it was the bite of 87, or bit somebody. Actually, we don't learn that it's a kid, if it's a kid, or we never learn if it's a kid or an adult. We just learn the bite of 87. The bite took out the frontal lobe of whoever they bit, which is even more insane. Wait, what happened to, oh, sturdy metal left arm. Better than that. Super cool on its own. And then I'm trying to think, yeah. So, and then in the second game, you do learn that it takes place in 1980. The second game takes place in 1987. That's how we first learned that it was a prequel, because the first game talks about the bite of 87 in past tense. It's already occurred. And in the second game, no one's talking about it yet, and you learn that it is 1987. Which is insane and cool. And then, oh man, it's just so much. I don't want to try and go into it because I feel like I'm not gonna do the explanation justice. Um, I have my own like theories that I think about, but I'm like, I'm never gonna like. I mean, I have theories about this that if other people educated themselves enough to be able to talk to me about it, I probably would talk forever about it. Because some of my theories I really enjoy, but I don't know if they're true or not, and I don't know if other people would like them as much as I do. So one of the things, so the things, so some of the theory stuff is these restaurants were owned. The things that we do know is that these restaurants were owned by two guys. Henry, no last name given, and then a guy named Dr. William Afton. Well, not doctor, but William Afton. Where am I getting shot from? Ah, there you are. William Afton, we know for sure, is the child murderer. We do know this for sure. He is the one luring kids in and murdering them. But some of the weird coincidences is stuff like in the books they describe both William Afton and Henry. They were partners, and both of them are the builders of the animatronics, but not the same animatronics. They each built different animatronics. There's like a whole thing with that. But in the books, they describe William Afton and Henry very similar in appearance. So, and from a bunch of other stuff that goes on in everything, I have this weird theory that William Afton and Henry are actually the same person, and he suffers from dissociative identity disorder. And so even though he is, um, so he doesn't know it, but he is both people. But some of the kids that die are their own children. They each have their own children, and both of them die. All of them die, essentially, except for we know of one child that is confirmed not dead in the series. Yeah, exactly. Don't like I said, this is my own theory. If you decide to watch or listen to any of this stuff and learn anything about this, don't hold my thought, my idea as like a pillar to build anything off of. Like just go into it and listen open-minded to what other people say. That's just my own personal one of my own personal theories. I have a bunch of my own theories. I'm like, but what if this is what's going on? And it makes sense. Like one, so the fact that the franchise is so huge. No. So here's the thing: you don't have to worry about the franchise itself. Don't even worry about playing the games or reading the books or anything like that yet. If you really want to get deep into it, you can. I would suggest if you want to learn anything about it, the first thing to do is one, skip the first one, but go to Game Theory and look up I think it is I think it's 69 videos long, but look up the Game Theory FNAF um uh uh playlist and just watch. That is the best advice I can give you on that. Don't worry about watching like going and like doing all the books and everything. Just the playlist. Where is it at? Not there's one that's called the Ultimate Timeline. That's its own thing that sits together. Yeah, 69 videos, Five Nights at Freddy's series. Again, don't watch the very first one because it's absolute. Oh, that's right. They have it in reverse. I forgot that I had to do. I don't know why, and no one's ever fixed it on their channel. The videos are in reverse. The newest videos are first, and the oldest videos are last. But you can start at the second one because the first one is completely wrong. It's 100% wrong. There's nothing about it that you need to watch or listen to because the most that you're gonna get out of that is the basic gameplay. That's about the only correct thing he talks about in the entire video. But but after that, just whatever. Yeah, you can watch those. The other cool person to watch, and I need to actually like sit down and watch those because I need to. I haven't yet, but I need to. Is a guy named FNAF. His channel is FUHNAFF. He doesn't have as many theory videos. I think his is mainly just his channel started off as a FNAF news channel, so it'd be like, oh, this is coming out, there's this going on, and all that stuff. But then he started taking shots at doing some FNAF theories himself. And I think he's still Explaining my theory. FNAF hot take. Yeah, theories. He has 29 theories. But yeah, it gets nuts. If you're someone like me who just recently decided to actually watch everything, it gets so crazy so fast. And it's so good because of it. Like I think it's better now to just hop in and go from like from the second video all the way through, because you get so much of the story so quick and it escalates so fast. And then you think about it, and this game started in 2013, so you learn in like 2 weeks what actually was like put together over a decade of work, and like all these developing theories and stuff that took like years to put together. You just get it in like 2 weeks time, and it just makes you feel so good because you're like, I know all this stuff about FNAF now. And it's like it took these people years to cobble this together. Now you're just harvesting all of their hard work for your very quick your very quick knowledge base, and it's enjoyable. It's really enjoyable to listen. And I have like crazy theories. And one of the things that I I feel like it would flip a lot of theories on their heads, especially about the earlier games, is that I work in retail. Okay. And I feel like it's one of the things that a lot of the theorists, like the big ones that are doing their thing, they've never worked in retail or in similar jobs to retail, such as a security guard at a Freddy Fazbear's or whatever. And there's this guy called Phone Guy in like the first few games. And you listen to these tapes, and they're kind of like training tapes. And the thing that kills me is like they're like, "Oh, he's talking to you, he's talking to you the day well, in the second game especially, they're like, "Oh, these are tapes that he personally recorded for you." And like you're listening to him, so you're like, "Oh, it can't take place at the time that says it takes place. This had to happen, blah blah blah." But the thing is that what I think a lot of people are doing is they're taking those tapes at face value. And I know you won't know this too much, but if you ever watch the theory stuff, you'll get this better. But they take the tapes at face value, and they go, especially in 2, they're like, these tapes are being personally recorded for me. But I argue that because, again, being in retail, the first tape in the series of tapes that you hear both in the first game and in the second game, those tapes are those tapes are very generic training sounding tapes. It's like a welcome to your first night at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, a marvelous place for fun and adventure, blah 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 blah. It starts off as a very generic training tape. But as the nights progress, the tapes do get more personal. But my theory though, like, because people are like tying a lot of things to these tapes and then being a one-on-one to what's happening either to you or whatever. And I'm like, no, what would happen, especially in game 1? Phone Guy dies on day 4. His recording is literally the recording of him dying. So people are like, "Oh, he died the week prior to you." And it's like, technically, there's nothing that really indicates that. Because I've been in management with retail and stuff like that. And I think the movie actually helps with my theory on this too. Those training tapes, or those tapes, weren't actually left for you specifically. They weren't recorded with you specifically in mind. They probably were recorded for somebody else specifically in mind, but then whoever hired you just found these old tapes, listened to the first one, and was like, "Oh, these are generic training tapes. Here you go, guard. Listen to them each night or whatnot, and it'll train you about your job or whatnot." they didn't actually listen to all the tapes themselves and realize, oh shit, no, these were specific tapes for a specific guard that's no longer with the company. So, because like in game 2, the first tape says, "Welcome to your new summer job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria." It's November. You're playing in November. So that tape already is claiming that you're in one season, probably at the beginning of it, but you yourself are actually working your job at the end of the year, essentially. In November, like 8th through the 12th, essentially. So, and in one of the last tapes, it says that the pizzeria is going to shut down for a little while. They just have one pizza. They just have one birthday party left to do before they do. Well, if you look at your decorations every single night in FNAF 2, it's all the same exact birthday decoration set up. Like a full birthday party is set up in the building. And a lot of people think that your character that you play in FNAF 2 is the person who gets the bite of 87. Who is the bite of 87? Because for your first 6 nights you play as one guy, Jeremy Schmidt, and then in the last night you play as Fritz. I can't remember what his first name is. Fritz, some other character. But they're like, oh, it must have been Jeremy. He got bit. But there's no actual there's no actual evidence that says that you got bit as Jeremy Fritz or Schmidt. Jeremy Schmidt. That's it, Schmitz. Or Schmidt. Or hold on, I gotta look up the names. I'm pretty sure. Point is, there's nothing that says that you're actually the one who gets bit. Who you are? Phone guy. You for all the characters. That's not what I wanted. No. Oh, Jeremy. Yeah, Jeremy Fitzgerald. You must survive 5 nights. Yeah, you're Jeremy Fitzgerald. That's Fitzgerald. Yeah. So is it FNAF 1? I think FNAF 1 you play as Michael Schmidt, I think. Yeah, Mike Schmidt. That's it. Mike Schmidt, also known as Mike Afton. Because that is also the theory, is that and it's been basically confirmed in some of the other stuff that you see later on. The very first FNAF game you play as Mike Schmidt. That's it. And who everyone is pretty certain is Michael Afton. You recognize the name Afton. I told you earlier that the owner/child murderer was named William Afton. Michael Afton is his son, his eldest son at that. William Afton has 3 kids, 2 whose names have been confirmed, Michael Afton and Elizabeth Afton. And then he had a 3rd child who we just call the crying child, because we don't know his name yet. All we know is that he's a crying child. he is the main character he is the main character in at least the mini games of FNAF 4. We now actually can't even agree on whether or not Crying Child is the main character of FNAF 4. What's crazy about FNAF 4 is FNAF 4 it does. It ends with the crying child being bitten by Freddy, right? In 1983. So it's not the bite of 87 that became like this big thing. Hold on. Obligatory. Hold on. Yeah. Oh no. Actually, wait, I don't need to actually show you it. I just need to play it. Hold on. If I just... Oh, is it just 1 minute? Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Obligated sound that I have to play. Can you guys hear that? You guys can hear that. I can't hear it. That's right. I just realized my headphones. Say it, Mark. Say the thing.
Was that the bite of 87?
There you go. There it is. That's the thing. Yes, actually, they are kind of. Yeah, I'm gonna quit the. Cool. Actually, I'm gonna quit the game completely. Oh wow, my camera is way off. Oh, this whole thing is way off. Yeah, you are way off. Come here. Yeah, come here. There we go. Off. Ooh, there we go. Awesome. Yes. Oh, this is like, gonna get rid of. Anyways, didn't mean to start. No, you're good. I love this stuff. This is my favorite shit. Is just Five Nights at Freddy's, because again, it's so crazy. And the funny thing is though, is that people can't agree on the lore, and the main reason that people can't agree on the lore is because Scott himself does not ever, ever, ever confirm anything. Period. It's like his golden rule. He's like, you guys want to theorize? Go ahead and theorize. I'm not going to tell you whether you're right or not. He'll give hints. He'll say, like, he'll say things that kind of make people feel like they're on the right track. Like he said that he watched film theories theory on FNAF 2, and they got almost everything right, but not everything. And he also says that he's only ever retconned one thing from the first 4 games. He doesn't say what the thing was. He just says there was one time that in a future game I retconned an event from one of the previous games. But he doesn't say which one. Oh, he also made FNAF World. That's right. That's another game that he made. And that was like this big, crazy RPG game that you can play for free, because it's part of the lore, but it's also one of his like least proud but most proud additions to the lore. Crazy. But yeah, he never. This guy sounds. He's hilarious. How mysterious he purposely. But he does on purpose. But the funny thing is, and what people also theorize about the reason why he does it the way that he does it, where he doesn't actually confirm anything, is because he doesn't know himself. Uh, he made the first game and he gave that backstory in the first game with the intention that he didn't think there was going to be a second game, or a third, or a fourth, or a 12th game, or all this other lore that's crazy spinning off now. Ever anticipated or thought that that was a thing. So he made this backstory with a confirmed date too. It was like June 26th or 16th, June 16th was when the guy was arrested. 1990, June 16th in some year. It doesn't say what year, but like gives out like a specific, like it was one person. They were discovered. They watched video camera footage of the pizzeria. They saw who it was. They arrested him. Blah blah blah, all this stuff. And then he made a second game, and it had more lore implications to it. And then he made a third game and a fourth game, and it just got so deep. And the theory is that he didn't know where the game was going either. Like he didn't know where the lore was going. That he's making the lore up as time goes by, which makes sense. And now after so many games, he realizes, oh shit, all these people are doing all this lore guessing and stuff like that. That now I need to put a cohesive story together, and he has to like go like, oh, here's all these details that I put in the first two games that didn't have that. They were just it was just shit for me to put in or whatnot. Like a lot of people are like, a lot of people's theories are that he himself just added in stuff to add in stuff to put more substance into the game without really thinking it through, because he had no intentions of needing to think it through. But now it's gotten so big that like in the future games he had to be like, oh shit, how do I make this make sense, kind of situation. So now we're into this day and age in FNAF where, and these are all things that actually truly exist in the universe. He killed these children. They literally possessed. Yeah, basically he was just winging it. But these kids died and they possessed the animatronics. Also to clarify some things too, there are like 150 different animatronics in the universe now. More if you count the AR game, but people don't really count all the animatronics from the AR game. But in just the games themselves, the games that do exist that are like actual games to play, there's like 150 of them, somewhere around there. Um, a lot of them are like different versions of the same one. There's like regular Freddy Fazbear, then there's Golden Freddy Fazbear, then there's Glamrock Freddy Fazbear, then there's Rockstar Freddy Fazbear, there's Nightmare Freddy Fazbear, there's there's a lot. There's a lot of like the same Freddy Fazbear. There's a lot of Bonnie, who's the rabbit. There's a lot of Chica, the chicken, Foxy the pirate, Fox, and all that. But yeah, so now he's like, think about it, right? It's so good though. I do highly recommend to everybody and anybody to just dig in a little bit with the game theory videos, and you'll be like, I'm on it. I am going down the rabbit hole. But it's so good. But yeah, so like he did the first two or three games. So it's like, okay, one game popped. He put a bunch of shit in there just to give it substance. It pops off. So he's like, all right, I'll do a second game that follows up, that kind of follows the same thing as the first game. And then it pops off. And he's like, oh shit, here's a third game that should like finish it off, right? But it pops off so bad that people are like, more. And he's like, all right, here's a fourth game. This game really ties everything together. And the fourth game was so, he claims that it was pretty direct, and he was actually like, the first three games people caught basically everything that was in the game, and he was like, holy cow, how did you guys get so much of this? How did you guys catch so many things so fast? The fourth game comes out and fucking nobody gets it. He's like, it blew my mind that you guys played the first three. People were ripping through it, getting like 90% of it correct. Then I released the fourth game, and like fucking everybody was just wouldn't understand what was going on, basically. Didn't understand what was happening. He was like giving hints out, all this other stuff happened. It was crazy. People still really don't like the fourth game. Is like the like the bastard stepchild of the FNAF games, because people just can't get the lore in it as well as they can with the other games. And like it was so cleverly devised by him, but like so obtuse and like confusing to people, that when he made the fifth game, Sister Location, it basically just punches you in the fucking face with lore. Like he's like, "Oh, you guys didn't understand the last game. I will make sure you understand everything about this game." It was like completely the opposite when it came to like giving you, like, it spoon fed you story essentially, which was so good. Uh It's so good. It's so good. The reason that I like it so much is because the way that Matt Pat and his community and friends and stuff, the way they get when they're talking about FNAF is something that you rarely see anybody do. It's one of those situations where like you're sitting down and you're talking to somebody who has getting into it was watching Mark play the first game, but maybe I should have watched instead. So Matt doesn't play the games. Well, he does, but he doesn't like that's not his videos. His videos are I don't know if you've watched Game Theory before, but his like the whole premise of the show is like here's like some kind of, you know, bizarre theory about a video game, but like here's the premise. Here's evidence of why it's true. Here's some twists that you weren't expecting, and then here's the conclusion or whatnot. Like they did one on is Mario evil? And they actually like pull out like game references and stuff. Many game theory. Okay, good. I was just making sure. But his stuff is nuts, and I love it, and it's so good, and you learn so much about the games and the books and the everything else and all that stuff. But yeah, this one game that this one game designer just decided to throw out to the world because nothing else had been working spins off 10 more video games, a movie, and 30 plus books. Um, and Scott Cawthon went from a like I think he was working at like Dollar General or something like that while making video games. And now he's a multi-millionaire who owns one of like he owns one of the most influential brands in existence. One of the coolest things that Scott did too with all of this is he created what was called the Freddyverse. And it was this initiative where he like took some of his own personal money, put it into this funding pool, like this investment pool, and like found some of the most impressive and inspiring game designers, like indie game designers out there that were making like fan games of his games. Fans from Undertale being Ness from the Monsters. Yeah, that's one that's like a top 5 theory. In Matt Pat's own opinion, that's one of his top 5 theories that he loves. Oh, actually, for you, Salaru, a little actual thing from watching a bunch of other stuff. A little fun fact in the FNAF movie. Matt Pat is actually in the FNAF movie. He plays a waiter at Sparky's Diner. His character's name is Ness, and it is actually in reference to that specific game theory video. Scott himself was like, he has to have the name Ness for that specific reason. Yeah, and it's funny because he only has 3 lines in the entire movie. And like his second line is that lunch is the most important meal in the day. And one of the actors that he says that to is like, I thought that was breakfast. He's like, some people say that, but it's just a theory. But yeah, he got to have he's one of the what's actually sad about the FNAF movie, because of scheduling conflicts, Markiplier was actually supposed to play the guard that dies at the beginning of the movie. But because of scheduling conflicts, he wasn't able to do. He had his own one of his own projects that he was working on coincided with the filming of the movie, and so he wasn't able to do the role. But he was actually like it's confirmed that he was supposed to play the opening guard in the movie who gets killed by Foxy, and wasn't able to do, which is really sad. That would have been a really cool, epic moment. Would have been
be like, oh look, it's the first time Mark, because I think Foxy was one of the first characters that killed him in that game. I can't remember if he was the first character to kill him, but it was either him or Bonnie. But yeah. Well, he was working on his, I think, the Iron Lung movie, or maybe something else. No, I think he was working on, when that was filmed, I think he was working on Markiplier in Space at the same time. I think is what I think was the scheduling. I think it was Markiplier in Space. Um, but yeah. Yeah. Which, I mean, that was a huge undertaking of his, so it makes sense that he personally, me personally, also it depends on his money. Obviously, doing a big project like that probably costs a bunch of money, and he probably literally couldn't because of financial reasons. But I would, if I could have, I would have done anything I could have to make sure that I made it to do that. That would have been epic. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm absolutely like trans a lot of the FNAF lore stuff. Oh, Celery, you weren't here earlier when I made the announcement. I'm in the middle of writing a book. Um, Completely off topic from the FNAF theory stuff. But that was supposed to be the secret project announcement that I've been working on. I've been working on a book. Um, and I know that it sounds like that's out of left field, but here's the thing. It's actually not. My formal education in the degree that I do not have was in script writing, story development, and character design. So I technically have a background in the basics of story writing. It's over 16,000 words long so far, and that's maybe at at the low end, or at the high end, like a fifth of the book wrote, which probably is not true at all. It's probably more like a tenth to like a 15th of the book wrote. Because I feel like I've barely gotten started. It's 9 chapters long. And you guys will be able to read the first 5 chapters for free on the Patreon. So if you guys are not following the Patreon free version, you'll be able to read the first 5 chapters starting tomorrow. If you're someone who wants to support me, you guys don't have to. All of the chapters will eventually be available, but I am doing it in it's just in the same style that I've seen a lot of other authors that I follow do. Whereas the $1 level will have chapters 6 and 7 already available, and then the $5 one, the chapters will be available as I finish them. When you read it right now, it is the bare bones story. I'm telling the story right now. Once I finish writing the whole book in the actual like skeleton story itself, then it'll be the most important stuff is in the first go through. But once I've done that, I'm gonna go back through again, and I'll be doing the editing slash beefing it up, like being more descriptive on like, if you're someone who really likes stories that are over, like that really describe the environment and stuff, that'll be what what I will be doing in the second write through. But the first write through is just me basically getting all like the story and the important elements put in. There's description in there too, but it's all like more basic description. It won't be like it's more like, oh, I'm in a metal hallway, looks like an abandoned space station, blah blah blah. Instead of like the beefed up version would be like the hallway was like covered in rust and weird air vents all across the flooring, and going into like details that are, if it's not necessary to the story, I'm kind of skipping it right now, so I'm not overly focusing on that, and I'm really getting what needs to be said. Um, but yeah. So, but yeah, I've barely, it's it's barely been started, and I'm already at over 16,000 words. And like I said, I'll be releasing. And every time I release a new chapter, the other ones will bump down a stage. So when chapter 10 gets added, then chapter 6 will be available for free, and then so on and so forth from there. Keep in mind, if you're somebody who cannot wait and wants to be able to like read a whole book all the way through all at one time, don't do it. But if you're someone who wants to read it as it's happening, and stuff like that, then do it. If you guys aren't part of the Patreon yet, exclamation point Patreon in the chat will give you the link to the Patreon page. Go ahead and follow it now. I will start uploading. I will start doing posts here shortly. And by shortly, I mean I literally think I'm about. Actually, gonna right now. Yeah. I want to see what this looks like. Mic muted? What? No, my mic's not muted. Sorry, I was just talking real low. Yeah, I was just talking. Oh, there you go. Okay, actually, this and this. Oh, chapter 1. That is chapter 1. Yep. I'm good. Anyways, chapter 1 is up on the Patreon. Go ahead the other one. There's the button. I will say my favorite thing. So chapter 2. Oh wait, hold on. Chapter 2. Added more chapter 2. Yes, I did. Right. I went into chapter 2 and I was rereading it, and I saw a part where I really wanted to add more, so I did. I don't know where. Chapter 2 shorter than chapter 1. Happens. I won't be adding actual chapter names. I thought about it, then I stopped. Like I started to, like chapter 1 was like this is fault. Chapter 2 was malicious mallards. Chapter 3 was back on Earth. There you go. I'm enticing you guys already. Yeah, 1,118 words for chapter 2. Or it will be more. Yeah. Boop. Chapter 2. Like, I'm just gonna sit here and talk to you guys while I do this. If you guys want to go to bed, go to bed. Chapter 3 is one of the actually, I think chapter 3 is the shortest chapter. Or no, it might be chapter 7. Oh, no. Almost pasted it. Boy, I'm actually doing this, guys. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm posting these to the public willingly. Oh god, I forgot how long chapter 4 is. Title? 3,159 words for chapter 4. Publish. 4 is out there for you guys. Do chapter 5, and chapter 5 will be the last 3. Oh, there's I fucking forgot that's how chapter 5 just starts with me saying, "Oh fucking for Christ's sakes, the hell are those things?" Chapter 5. Chapter 5. The There it is. Something went weird for a second. First, how is everybody? Chapter 6. Doing this now because while I'm on stream, I will remember better. If I leave this leave the stream without doing this, forget. Just go straight to bed and not. Boop. $5. Overall, between the 9 chapters, it's about in a little over an hour of for an hour's worth of. Oh yeah, chapter 7. Chapter. It's on purpose. It's not on purpose. It's just that's just how long the chapter turned out. Apologize. It's 589 words right now. It'll probably end up being over 1,000 once I actually rewrite it. Yeah. Yep. Chapter 9. So it's chapter 9. Chapter 9. Chapter 8 is pretty long. And like when I first started writing, like first few chapters, I was in this mindset that I had to make them like a certain amount of word. Like this, like chapter 8's over 2,000, but I was like every chapter should be long, and then, no, I think it should. It just needs to be what I need it to be. So just chapter 8 available for that tier. Put up chapter 9 real quick, and then that have for it. I do a lot of the writing in the morning. Like we get up for a bit. We get up. I'm downstairs with Lily, and she's just playing, doing her Lily stuff, and I'll be over on the couch. And she'll be like playing on her phone or watching something or just being a silly little Lily girl. And so I'll be over on Bassie's computer and just clickety clacking away. Oh no! Oh yeah, it came out looking pretty good. Dabs, I don't know if you're still watching or not, but your favorite part of chapter 9 is still fully in tact, so that's good. Chapter 9 was 3,000. Oh, it's in. There we go. I'm pretty sure I can go back through and re-edit these later to allow them to be seen by here. Yep, I can do that. Cool, good. Alright, so as I finish more chapters, I'll start feeding the other ones down to you. If you haven't yet, go follow the Patreon. Do it for free. Read the first few chapters. If you like it, want to support more, you can. You'll get 2 more chapters or 4 more, depending. But like I said, as I write up, the other ones will filter down anyways. But this will be the only place that you'll be able to find what I'm writing right now. If you hate it, that's cool. Not every book is for every person, so I understand. If you do like it, let me know. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next, probably tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. It just depends on how work goes. But vacation is coming up soon. On my birthday, I start my vacation. That's July 23rd. I'll be on vacation for 9 days. I'm going to try and stream most of them. So I will see you guys then. Love your faces, and I'll